Every time you say I love you, I feel nothing, absolutely nothing. I've been emotionally divorced from you for years. This paper just makes it official.
Sex rating, 3 out of 10. Financial future, pathetic. Overall husband score, participation trophy, you were practice, he's the real thing. She wrote those words on a sticky note, attached it to divorce papers, and had them delivered to his office on his 40th birthday, in front of 23 co-workers who watched him open the envelope. Some of them laughed. She wanted them to laugh. She wanted him humiliated, broken, destroyed. She included her wedding ring in a Ziploc bag with another note, worth more as cash. She posted on Facebook, finally upgraded from a goldfish to a shark. Brad has a yacht and a Lamborghini. Michael has a Toyota and a dad bod. 10 years of settling for mediocrity ends today. 200 people liked it. 84 people commented, "Yes, Queen." Everyone celebrated her escape from the loser in the Toyota. But here's what she didn't know. Here's what Brad with his yacht didn't know. Here's what those 84 people commenting "Yes, Queen" didn't know. The quiet man standing in that office, holding those divorce papers, reading those cruel words on his birthday. That man was worth $3.8 billion, and he had been waiting for this exact moment for 8 years. What happened in the next 48 hours would destroy everything she thought she knew about winning, everything she thought she knew about losing, everything she thought she knew about the husband she had just publicly executed on his 40th birthday. She wanted an upgrade. She was about to learn what a downgrade really looks like. Before we dive into this unbelievable story of revenge and justice, I need your help. Our dream is to reach 500 subscribers, and without your support, it's not possible. If you enjoy stories where karma catches up with the people who deserve it, please hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications. It takes just 2 seconds but means everything to us. Now, let me tell you exactly how this is satisfying. Michael Torres stood in the middle of his office holding the envelope. 23 co-workers watched. Some pretended to work, others didn't bother pretending. His assistant Sarah was the one who handed it to him. She didn't know what was inside. She thought it might be a birthday card from his wife. It wasn't. Michael read the sticky note first, then the list of his failures, then the Facebook post his wife had tagged him in, printed out and included like a trophy. His face showed nothing, no anger, no tears, no shock, just calm, terrifying calm. He folded everything neatly, placed it back in the envelope, looked at his co-workers who were still watching. "Thank you, everyone. I'll be taking the rest of the day off." He walked out. Sarah would later say that his eyes looked different in that moment. Not sad, not broken, satisfied. Like a chess player who just watched his opponent make the exact move he'd been waiting for. To understand what happened next, you need to understand who Michael Torres really was, and who he had been pretending not to be. For 10 years, Michael Torres was born Michael Torres Vanderbilt. His mother, Elena Vanderbilt, was the sole heir to a tech fortune built by her father in the 1970s. When she died 15 years ago from cancer, she left everything to her only son. Everything. The investments, the companies, the properties, the trusts, the portfolios that had been quietly growing for 3 generations. $3.8 billion. At 25 years old, Michael became one of the wealthiest people in America, and he told no one. He changed his name on all public records, moved away from the social circles his mother had occupied, bought a modest house in the suburbs, got a regular job, started driving a Toyota, started shopping at Target, started living like a completely ordinary person. Why? Because Michael had watched his mother die surrounded by people who loved her money more than they loved her. He watched relatives fight over her estate before she was even cold. He watched friends disappear the moment they realized they weren't in the will. He decided then that he would never let money determine who loved him. He would find someone who wanted Michael the person, not Michael the fortune. He would live simply, quietly, invisibly, and he would wait. Vanessa entered his life 12 years ago. They met at a barbecue. She was 26, marketing coordinator, pretty, ambitious. She laughed at his jokes and seemed interested in his stories about hiking and travel. She didn't ask about his salary, didn't care about his car, didn't mention designer bags or exotic vacations. Not at first. Michael thought he had found her, the one who would love him for him. They dated for 2 years, got married on a beach in California, moved into the modest house he had bought, started building a life together. For 3 years, everything seemed perfect. Then slowly, gradually, almost invisibly at first, Vanessa began to change. It started with comments, small ones. Lisa's husband just got promoted. He's making 6 figures now. Did you see Jennifer's new car? Must be nice. Why don't you ever wear nicer clothes? Michael noticed but said nothing. People change, he told himself. People grow. Maybe this was just a phase. It wasn't a phase. By year 5, the comments became complaints. I'm embarrassed to tell people what you do for a living. All my friends are going to Bali. We're going to that same stupid cabin in Vermont. Would it kill you to have some ambition? By year 7, the complaints became insults. You're so boring, do you know that? Like talking to a wall. I can't believe I married someone so average. Sometimes I look at you and wonder what I was thinking. Michael documented everything, not because he was planning revenge, but because he needed to see the pattern clearly. He needed to know if what he suspected was true. It was. His wife didn't love him. She tolerated him, and her tolerance was running out. Then Brad appeared. CrossFit trainer, 34 years old, abs you could grate cheese on, Instagram full of photos on yachts and in front of expensive cars. Vanessa met him at the gym she had joined 6 months earlier, the gym Michael paid for. Within 3 weeks, they were sleeping together. Michael knew because he had hired a private investigator. Not to catch her cheating, he already suspected that. He hired the investigator to find out who Brad really was. The results were fascinating. Brad's yacht? Rented, $5,000 per day. He could only afford it twice a month for photos. Brad's Lamborghini? Leased under his mother's name. 3 payments behind, repossession notices piling up. Brad's supplement company? Under federal investigation for fraudulent claims. Brad's net worth negative $73,000. Brad's marital status? This was the best part. Married. To a woman named Janet in Nevada for 6 years, never divorced. Vanessa wasn't Brad's girlfriend. She was his side piece, his ticket out of debt, his next victim. Michael read the investigator's report and smiled. Then he called his lawyer. Start preparing the documents. We're going to need them soon. Have you ever discovered that someone you trusted completely was lying to you about everything? That the person you thought you knew was actually someone else entirely? What did you do? Did you confront them immediately, or did you wait? Drop your honest answer in the comments. I want to know how you handled it. For the next 18 months, Michael waited. He watched his wife lie to his face every day, watched her sneak out for gym sessions that lasted 4 hours, watched her text Brad from the bathroom at 2 a.m. thinking he was asleep. He wasn't asleep. He was documenting every lie, every excuse, every text message the investigator intercepted, every hotel receipt, every photo. He was building a case, not for court, for something better, complete and total destruction. But there was something else happening during those 18 months. Something Vanessa never noticed because she was too busy planning her escape. Michael had fallen in love. Her name was Isabella Montgomery, CEO of Nexus Industries, Fortune 500 company, net worth of $4.9 billion on her own. They had met 8 years earlier at a charity gala, one of the few events Michael still attended under his real name, carefully separated from his fake identity. Isabella knew everything from the beginning. His real name, his real net worth, his experiment with living simply, his search for genuine love. She found it fascinating. Most billionaires buy bigger boats to feel important, she told him. You bought a Toyota to feel real. That's the most interesting thing I've ever heard. They became friends first, then confidants, then something more. For 8 years, Isabella visited Michael once a month. She pretended to be his cousin. They pretended the visits were family dinners. Vanessa never questioned it, never suspected, never paid enough attention to notice the way Michael and Isabella looked at each other when they thought no one was watching. Vanessa was too busy texting Brad. The divorce papers arrived on March 15th, Michael's 40th birthday. Vanessa had timed it perfectly. Maximum humiliation, public delivery, an audience of coworkers, a Facebook post going viral. She wanted to destroy him. She thought she was leaving a loser. She had no idea she was freeing a billionaire. 2 hours after Michael left his office, Forbes magazine released an exclusive story. They had been holding it for weeks, waiting for Michael's signal. He owned significant shares in their parent company. They owed him favors. The headline hit the internet like a bomb. Mystery billionaire Michael Torres Vanderbilt announces engagement to Nexus CEO Isabella Montgomery. Combined net worth $8.70 billion. The article revealed everything. The Toyota he drove, one of 23 vehicles he owned. The others included 3 messy Larens, 2 Ferraris, a Bugatti, and a collection of vintage cars worth $40 million alone. The Target clothes? He owned a controlling stake in the private equity firm that owned Target's parent company. The middle management job. A cover story. He was actually the shadow CEO of 7 different companies, making decisions worth hundreds of millions from his modest suburban office. The 4-bedroom house, one of 19 properties worldwide. There was a penthouse in Manhattan, a villa in Monaco, an estate in the English countryside, a compound in Dubai. The Applebee's dates? He owned 237 Applebee's franchises across 12 states. The man with no ambition beyond middle management? Forbes billionaire list every year for the past decade, just not under the name his wife knew. Vanessa saw the article at 6:47 p.m. She was at her friend Lisa's apartment, drinking champagne, celebrating her freedom, planning her new life with Brad. Her phone started buzzing. First 1 notification, then 10, then 100. People tagging her in posts, sending her links, asking if the Michael in Forbes was the same Michael she had just divorced. She opened the article, read the first paragraph, stopped breathing, read the rest, started hyperventilating. The photos showed Michael in a tailored suit that cost more than her car, standing next to Isabella Montgomery, one of the most powerful women in business. Both of them smiling in front of a $47 million estate in Montecito, an estate Vanessa had never seen, never knew existed. While she was mocking his Target clothes, while she was complaining about Applebee's, while she was sleeping with a man whose Lamborghini was about to be repossessed. Her husband was a billionaire, and she had just handed him divorce papers calling him a participation trophy. If you discovered that you had just made the biggest mistake of your entire life, what would you do? Would you try to fix it, apologize, beg for another chance? Or would you realize that some mistakes can never be undone? Tell me in the comments what you think Vanessa should have done next. Vanessa tried calling Michael. Number disconnected. She tried his work phone. Mr. Torres no longer works here. His resignation was effective this morning. She tried the house. No answer. She drove there. Broke every speed limit. Hands shaking on the wheel. Mind racing with explanations and apologies she could offer. Maybe it was a misunderstanding. Maybe she could explain. Maybe he would take her back. She pulled into the driveway. There was a security guard at the door. She had never seen a security guard at their house before. "Ma'am, can I help you? I live here. I'm his wife." The guard checked his tablet. His expression didn't change. "According to my records, this property belongs to the Torres Vanderbilt Family Trust. You're not on the approved access list. That's impossible. This is my house." "Ma'am, the property deed has been held by the trust since before your marriage. You were never an owner, just a permitted resident. And according to the divorce filing you submitted this morning, your residency status has been terminated." Vanessa felt the ground shifting under her feet. "What?" "You have 72 hours to collect your personal belongings, under supervised conditions. After that, you will be considered trespassing. This can't be happening." "Ma'am, I'm going to have to ask you to leave the property now." Vanessa stood there, unable to move, unable to think. The house she thought she was keeping, never hers. The husband she thought had nothing, had everything. The life she thought she was escaping was worth more than she could spend in 100 lifetimes. That same night, Michael's real birthday party took place. At the St. Regis Hotel, the grand ballroom, 500 guests, senators, CEOs, tech billionaires, Hollywood celebrities, old money, new money. The kind of people who only show up for other people like them. Isabella stood at Michael's side. Her engagement ring was 7 carats, custom designed by a jeweler who usually only worked for royalty. They danced, they laughed, they looked at each other the way Vanessa used to wish Michael would look at her. But he never did, because he knew, he always knew. Photos from the party leaked online within hours. They spread everywhere, every gossip site, every social media platform, every news outlet. Michael Torres Vanderbilt, the mystery billionaire, finally revealed. Dancing with his beautiful fiancée, surrounded by the most powerful people in the country. 24 hours after his ex-wife called him a loser with the ambition of a goldfish. At 11:47 p.m., Vanessa's phone buzzed with a text from an unknown number. She was still at Lisa's apartment, still in shock, still trying to process what had happened. She opened the message. Happy birthday to me indeed. Thanks for the divorce papers. Saved me the trouble. Her heart stopped. Brad's yacht? Rented. I bought the loan from the company. It's being seized on Tuesday. She kept reading. Brad's Lamborghini? I made a call to the leasing company. It was repossessed an hour ago, right from the gym parking lot. 20 people watched. Her hands started shaking. Brad's wife, Janet, in Nevada, sends her thanks for the evidence of his bigamy. Her lawyers are already filing charges. Vanessa felt sick. The house you're keeping? Check the deed. It's been in my family trust since before we met. You were never an owner. You have 72 hours to vacate. She wanted to throw up. Isabella and I are getting married next month. At my actual house. The $47 million estate in Montecito you never knew about. The one with the ocean view and the vineyard. There was more. Your Facebook post was helpful, by the way. My lawyers are using it as evidence of your intent to humiliate and defame. Might affect any settlement discussions. And then the final lines. P.S. You gave me a sex rating of 3/10. Fair enough. Let me return the favor. Your rating, 0/10. Isabella's, 110. Thanks for the birthday gift of freedom. Upgrade complete. The next morning, Vanessa tried to find Brad. She needed someone to blame, someone to yell at, someone to share this nightmare with. She drove to his apartment. A woman answered the door, mid-30s, dark hair, furious expression. You must be the girlfriend. I'm Janet, Brad's wife. Vanessa couldn't speak. Thanks for the photos my lawyer received this morning. Very helpful for my divorce case. And the bigamy charges. Did you know bigamy is a felony in Nevada? Brad's looking at actual prison time. I didn't know he was married. Neither did I, apparently. I thought he was on business trips. Turns out, he was playing house with women like you. How many of you were there? My lawyer's counting at least 4. The door slammed in Vanessa's face. She stood in the hallway for 10 minutes, listening to Brad and Janet screaming at each other inside, listening to her entire fantasy life collapse. The yacht was gone. The Lamborghini was gone. The wealthy boyfriend was gone. The house was gone. Everything she thought she had won was gone. The weeks that followed were devastating. Vanessa's Facebook post had gone viral, but not in the way she intended. Screenshots spread everywhere. Her upgrade complete announcement next to the Forbes article. Her list of Michael's failures next to the revelation of his billions. The internet was merciless. She left a billionaire for a guy with a rented yacht and a secret wife. This is the greatest cell phone in relationship history. Ambition of a goldfish. Girl, you had a whale and threw it back for a guppy. Starter husband was the final boss and she rage quit. Memes were created. Videos were made. Podcasts discussed her mistake as a cautionary tale about judging people by their appearance. Her friends disappeared. The same women who commented "Yas Queen" suddenly stopped responding to messages. They had seen which way the wind was blowing. They didn't want to be associated with the woman who became an international joke. Her family was ashamed. Her mother called crying, asking how she could have been so stupid. Her father refused to speak to her at all. Her job evaporated. The marketing firm she worked for asked her to take some time off after clients started asking uncomfortable questions. The time off became permanent. She moved back in with her parents. At 42 years old, into her childhood bedroom. Surrounded by trophies from high school and posters from college, sleeping in a twin bed, scrolling through photos of Michael and Isabella on a yacht, a real yacht, that they actually owned. Brad's destruction was even more complete. Janet took everything in the divorce, which wasn't much since most of it was fake anyway, but she made sure he suffered. The bigamy charges moved forward. Brad faced up to 4 years in prison. The supplement company was shut down by federal regulators. Brad was personally fined $200,000 he didn't have. His Instagram followers vanished overnight when the truth came out. From 200,000 to 3,000 in a week. The gym fired him. No gym wants a trainer who's known for being a fraud and a criminal. His roommate kicked him out. Nobody wants to live with someone facing federal charges. Last anyone heard, Brad was living in a motel off Interstate 10, working at a gas station, trying to avoid the lawyers and debt collectors who had finally caught up to him. His abs were gone too. Steroids require money. He couldn't afford them anymore. 6 months later, Vanessa tried one last time. She found Michael's real phone number through a mutual friend who didn't know any better. She called at 3 a.m., hoping to catch him off guard, hoping that whatever they once had might still mean something. He answered. Hello? Michael. It's Vanessa. Silence. I'm so sorry for everything. I didn't know, I didn't understand. I made the biggest mistake of my entire life. More silence. I was confused. I was listening to the wrong people. I never should have. Vanessa. His voice was calm, not angry, not gloating, just done. Yes? I want you to understand something. You showed me exactly who you are. You wrote it down, in your own handwriting. Sex rating 3/10, financial future, pathetic, participation trophy. Those were your words. I didn't mean you posted it on Facebook. You wanted everyone to see. You wanted everyone to laugh at me. You included a list of my failures like you were grading a servant. Michael, please, I'm not angry. I want you to know that. I'm grateful. You freed me. You showed me the truth about who you are and who we were. You gave me the greatest gift possible. What gift? The gift of clarity, the gift of knowing I deserved better, the gift of being free to find Isabella, who loves me for me, not for what I have. Vanessa was crying now. Can we please just talk? Can we please try again? I'll do anything. I'll sign anything. No. The word was final. I wish you well, Vanessa. I genuinely do. I hope you find whatever you're looking for, but it won't be with me. It can never be with me. Some doors, once closed, stay closed forever. Michael, goodbye, Vanessa. The line went dead. She never spoke to him again. 1 year later, Michael and Isabella were on the cover of Forbes. Power Couple of the Year. Combined net worth now exceeding $10 billion after several successful mergers. Isabella was pregnant, their first child. They were photographed at their Montecito estate, laughing, happy, looking at each other with the kind of love that made everyone who saw it believe in something again. The article mentioned Michael's previous marriage only briefly. Torres Vanderbilt was previously married for 10 years before divorcing last year. He has described his decision to live modestly during that time as an experiment in finding genuine connection. The experiment, he says, was ultimately successful, just not with his first wife. Vanessa read that article in her parents' living room, on their old couch, in sweatpants she'd been wearing for 3 days, surrounded by empty ice cream containers and tissues. She had nothing. No job, no savings, no prospects, no friends, just a childhood bedroom and parents who looked at her with disappointment every time she walked into a room, and the memory of a man she had called pathetic, a man worth billions, a man she had publicly humiliated on his birthday, a man who was now living the life she always wanted, with someone else. There's a lesson in this story that goes beyond karma and revenge. It's about vision. Vanessa looked at Michael and saw a Toyota. She should have seen the man who chose the Toyota. She saw Target clothes and assumed poverty. She should have asked why a man who seemed content needed so little. She saw Applebee's and assumed mediocrity. She should have noticed the man who found joy in simple things. Brad showed her Lamborghinis and yachts and abs. She never thought to ask if any of it was real. She measured value by appearances, by labels, by Instagram posts. And she missed the actual value standing right in front of her. For 10 years, every day, until she threw it away for a fraud who couldn't afford his own lies. The quietest person in the room is often the most powerful. The man who drives a Toyota by choice is richer than the man who leases a Lamborghini for show. The woman who wants the simple dinner might love you more than the woman who demands the expensive one. Vanessa wanted a king who looked like a king. She had one who chose to dress like a commoner, and she traded him for a jester in borrowed clothes. Some lessons cost everything. Some mistakes can never be fixed. Some doors, once closed, stay closed forever. She wanted an upgrade. She got the downgrade of a lifetime. If this story of ultimate justice and karma satisfied you, I need your help to continue bringing these incredible tales. Our goal is 500 subscribers, and every single subscription brings us closer to that dream. Please hit that subscribe button right now and turn on the notification bell. Your support means absolutely everything to us and makes these videos possible. If you think Vanessa got exactly what she deserved, give this video a thumbs up. Drop a comment below sharing your thoughts. What would you have done in Michael's position? Was he too harsh? Not harsh enough? Should he have given her a second chance? I read every single comment and love hearing your perspectives. Share this video with someone who needs to hear that patience and integrity always win in the end. Someone who might be judging books by their covers. Someone who needs to remember that real value isn't always visible. Thank you for watching this story of a birthday that became a turning point, a divorce that became a liberation, an upgrade that became the greatest downgrade in history. Remember, the Toyota might be hiding billions, the Target clothes might cover a Titan, The quiet person might be the most powerful one in the room, and the person calling others pathetic, they might be the most pathetic one of all. She wrote upgrade complete on Facebook, but the only real upgrade happened when Michael finally let her go. I'll see you in the next story. Another tale of betrayal and karma. Another lesson in why you should never judge anyone by what they seem to be. Until then, stay strong, stay humble, stay real, and never ever underestimate the quiet ones.